Hi there and welcome to the StrategyCAD Methodology and Tools Guide. I am Amy, and I will be introducing you to this session. The purpose of this guide is to support you and your team to develop and implement business strategy as a professional and organizational capability. We are in Phase 1, and in Phase 1 our ambition is to enable you to create a unified definition and approach to business strategy in your business strategy team. We want to offer you the benefits of having everyone speaking the same language and applying a unified approach to strategy, its purpose and practice. In Step 1, we want to clarify exactly what is business strategy, so you can take the first substantial step in making it a unified organizational capability. So our challenge, in this first session, is to answer the following questions. Why unify your team's understanding of strategy's purpose? What really is the purpose of having a business strategy? What is the value of that purpose? What are the decisions or choices that make up a complete business strategy? How can you guide productive and effective strategic thinking and communication of those choices? Okay, let's start with Objective 1. Why unified strategy, purpose and practice? Why does unified strategy, purpose and practice matter? 3 good reasons include: firstly, different people have different perspectives on what strategy is and what it is not. For example, sales and marketing might view strategy from one perspective. Operations, research and development, procurement and finance may all have variations in their perspectives. To have business strategy as an effective and differential organizational capability to create performance advantages for your business in its markets, then a common and unified understanding will ensure a complete and consistent approach to business strategy. Secondly, business strategy is the blueprint for how your business will succeed. So a common and unified approach ensures everyone is thinking, acting and rowing in the same direction. Thirdly, business strategy is how you're going to bring your new innovations to life. The idea alone will not be enough. With that said, we can move on to what is the purpose of business strategy. The purpose of business strategy is to create and ideally sustain a competitive advantage for your business in the markets in which it plays. So what are the objectives or the criteria a business strategy must meet in order to achieve that? Well, first of all, your strategy needs to define how you're going to offer customers superior value through either superior solutions or a lower cost for comparative solutions, or both. Secondly, it will need to define and describe and maintain an effective and cost-effective integrated value delivery system, or a value chain, with the capabilities and the resources to deliver that superior customer value. Thirdly, it needs to ensure that some of the value created by the business is captured and retained, rewarding those who invest their time, talents, effort and capital into the business. Fourth, and critically, your strategy needs to maintain an awareness of and respond to changing demand and supply opportunities and threats from the external business environment and the industry environment. And finally, your business strategy needs to support ongoing identification and implementation of best practices for productivity, quality, and being a desirable place to work. Best practices may not necessarily be strategic, but the strategy needs to support those best practice implementations. Why does a competitive advantage matter? What does it mean exactly? Competitive advantage means that your customers see your business's offerings as superior. That superiority can be through meeting their needs at the lowest price or meeting their needs in a way that is superior even at a higher price. Competitive advantage means your business can acquire customers with a lower cost of customer acquisition and they are more willing to buy or more willing to pay for what it is your business offers. To fulfill the strategy objectives we discussed a few moments ago to create a competitive advantage, what are the decisions or choices that make up a complete business strategy? We have 2 well-defined models, so what are the decisions or choices that enable a business strategy to meet those objectives we discussed? Well, we have 2 well-established models. One from A.G. Lafley and Roger Martin in their book, Playing to Win: How Strategy Really Works. Those 5 choices are: what is our winning aspiration? Where do we compete? How we succeed? What capabilities and resources are needed to deliver success? And how will we manage the strategy? Then there is the 4-choice model from Jeffrey Dyer, Paul Godfrey, Robert Jensen, David Bryce in their book, Strategic Management. Concepts and cases. Their 4 choices are: where do we compete? What is our unique value proposition which correlates somewhat with how we succeed? Resources and capabilities, and how do we sustain our value proposition? Then we have the StrategyCAD choices model, which integrates implementation into the formulation choices. So again, we have aspirations. Importantly, it includes how you are going to measure the extent to which you are achieving your aspirations. Where do you play? How do you succeed? How do you sustain your advantage? And then integrated into the choices, you have your implementation choices. The implementation choices includes the situational assessment proposed as: where are you today? Where are you headed? Which is your proximal vision? And how do you get there? Which is your coherent action plan and guiding policy? So how do you enable effective strategic thinking and communication of these choices? Well, you can use the StrategyCAD Strategic Choices Canvas to make your strategic choices, sub-choices, and demonstrate how the choices are mutually supportive of one another. And then when you've made your choices, you can transition into effective implementation using the StrategyCAD Strategy Implementation Canvas to orientate and develop your action plan. Thank you, that is our challenge done for today. We have responded to these questions. Why unify your team's understanding of strategy purpose? The purpose of business strategy is, of course, to create competitive advantage. Competitive advantage means that your business is seen as superior, offering superior value in the market, increasing customers' willingness to buy and pay. We have introduced or refreshed your recall of the strategic choices or decisions necessary to provide a complete business strategy that fulfills the objectives of supporting competitive advantage. You can define and communicate those choices in the StrategyCAD Strategic Choices Canvas. The canvas is the enabler of productive and effective strategic thinking and communication of those choices. You can then use the StrategyCAD implementation canvas to ensure a focused and valuable transition into implementation. Thanks so much. Bye for now.